First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now back to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. Well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Fields. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now a play fake here on first down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a give right side Swift.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun now on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Julian Okwara.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long.
Slot man moves right. And the slot man goes in motion left. In motion, the tight end. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Though that worked really well last week because he made it all.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
They'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Charles, I don't know what's going on in that defensive team meeting room, but they better keep it rolling. 3 picks last week, 2 here now in the 1st quarter.
Everyone talks about creating turnovers and getting takeaways, but until it gets put into action, it's just talk. And right now, it's in action and in a big way. Now they've got the receivers wondering if they have to turn around and play more defense instead of running routes trying to take the ball downfield.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And some room to work. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be up to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little...
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 66 yards.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Lions have regained the lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second and very short. Fields. He'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked by Jeff Okudah. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. On play action, they'll throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now Fields. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lines up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to find Jamison Williams. And now it's second down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 29, Fields.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw. Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Santos with the extra point. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Going to
throw right side here, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage. With man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Being chased out left. And Shark hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This is caught inside the 15. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Looking to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. George Kittle from 10 yards out. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for two. And he is going to get in. But there is a flag down. Let's sort this out here.
Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for two. They'll try and throw for it. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. Meanwhile, Fields' throw here into the hands of Jones.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is dropped.
Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
2nd and 10. Fields.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 29, Fields. Out route, he finds his man, it's Jones. And he goes out right around the 39.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick-6.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, but there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get it next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He finds Kittle going across the field. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Up to the 20.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a handoff out of the gun. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Second and 5 now. Fields, open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Boy, 199 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Fields on first down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, but the wind out of their sails kind of settled things down a little bit.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Touchdown, Bears!
Robert Tonyan,
43 yards.
and the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. From the 22, Fields. Man open, here is Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some space here.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. But 223 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They find some open field here. The 20. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 10-yard line. 31 yards there, the 1st down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now, time to see what this offense has left in the tank. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Fields. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way, because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running, and picks it up anyway. And now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth.
From the 4, it's second and a couple.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last time.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the drive starts with a completion left side.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Looks like he'll throw here. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bears force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.